Hello, everybody. I'm Dory. This is the Cauldron of Crafty Creations. If you're watching on YouTube, if you're on Facebook, I invite you to come over to YouTube and follow my channel there. In addition to my daily life workouts, you will also find my crafty workouts. I've been doing the Grunge Your Art Challenge with Line.Arrow freebies through the month of January, and also using some really pretty digitals by Tina from Shabby Dabby Doo. And then I just made a purple journal that is a gift for somebody. So, and that one, I will be uploading the videos after I give that gift to that person. And let's see, I'm working on an accordion fold ephemera holder to put all of the ephemera that I've been cutting out. I've been fussy cutting like a mad woman during watching videos and when I'm on calls when I don't need to be taking notes and stuff. So I've got all of these cute little paper cutouts, and they're organized in Ziploc bags, but I can't really find what I'm looking for when they're in Ziploc bags. So I'm making a cool accordion fold ephemera holder that is inspired by somebody else's, but I am doing my own twist on it. So and that one is going to be fun. And then what else am I working on? I'm going to make myself a lavender journal. I have a fairy and butterfly journal coming up, and I'm still working on a pink Christmas journal as well. So lots of fun over on my YouTube channel. Eventually I'll probably be doing some crochet videos as well. And who knows what other crafty things I'll be up to, and cooking, food prepping things. I've got my soup on the stove and it smells amazing. I just added the water and beans, pinto beans and chickpeas, and shoveled in the cumin and the garlic, added to the onions and celery I cut up on my video earlier today. So now I'm getting my workout in. I really wanted to go to the craft table, but I know that once I get going, I don't want to stop. And I want to get my workout in before I tutor tonight in just over an hour. So I figured I'll get my workout in, and then I'll go to the craft table as a reward for doing the workout. And then I'll do my tutoring session, and then I can go back to the craft table. So it's fun to be in full-on creative mode. I love creating, and I love it when I get these bursts of creative energy where all I want to do is create, because really fun stuff comes out of it. So I'm doing that and making the purple journal as a gift. I was like, oh, I want a purple journal for me. I've been printing out and cutting out stuff for the purple journal for years, and I was planning on doing it as a journal that my mom and I would go back and forth and both write in it and share and then keep as a keepsake, and I didn't get it made before she died. So I'm going to make it for myself in loving memory of her, and put memories of her in it and things like that. So I have prioritized other people in making my journals. Most of the journals that I have created have been given away as gifts, and that's great. I'm a very generous person. I love making things for people, and I love, I think handmade gifts are so precious. Somebody made me this bracelet, and I now wear it every single day with my other beads, and it's more precious to me than anything that somebody could purchase at a store, and so I really love making handmade gifts. But I also, one of the lessons, or one of the things that has come to me from Spirit since my mom passed, is, I was really good at pouring my love into her. Now it's time to pour that love into myself and my healing work. And so part of that means making the things that I love for myself, as well as making them for other people. So, so having lots and lots of fun at the craft table, and I would love for you to come over and watch those videos. whether you're into making crafts or not, they're fun videos, and I talk about all kinds of stuff when I do it. So you never know what's going to come out of my mouth. My mom used to tell me I should be a sit-down comic because my back doesn't like to stand for any period of time, so I'd have to sit. But man, I'd get going, and I'd be on my exercise ball that I had at her house, and she'd be in her chair, and I'd be cracking jokes, and we'd both be laughing our heads off, and we could go for hours. And if I would get going, and then she's laughing and cheering me on, and oh my gosh, all of a sudden we'd look at the clock and be like, it's 3:00 in the morning. I need to go home and go to bed. So, we sure had fun together. Yeah. So who knows? Maybe becoming a stand-up comic is in my future, or maybe my YouTube channel is my venue to be a sit-down comic and share my jokes and witty comebacks in a where I can sit and bounce on my ball, or create my custom handmade journals, or whatever else I am whipping up with these creative hands of mine. I have so many creative ideas, and I'm just like, oh, I want to do this, and 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 I need more hours in the day. So, yeah, it's fun to be in creative mode. Though the whole waking up at 5:00 in the morning and jumping out of the bed to go to the craft table, it's really nice to be excited to get out of bed in the morning, because with bipolar depression, I definitely go through periods when last thing I want to do is get out of bed. And so I stay there and halfway or even all the way through the day. So it's fun to be in a position where I'm jumping out of bed to do stuff because I'm so excited. However, I also got to get my sleep. And so Saturday was like a hit the wall, got to sleep. But then Sunday I was up again super early. And then yesterday I pretty much went full speed ahead. This morning I got up and crafted for a while. I took one nap in my recliner, listening to meditations by Nikayla Marie on YouTube, which was amazing. I put the meditation on, and it was really, really good. And then next thing I know, I'm waking up to 4 videos down the playlist, right? So that was good. Good nap. And then got up and did some more stuff, and then I took another nap. So far it's a 2-nap kind of day. That's right. I had a tutoring session in between the naps. That's what I did in between. I knew I did something important, except that students didn't show up, and it's a school contract. So when I do school contract tutoring sessions, I have to stay in the session for the full amount of time, whether the kids show up or not. But then I get to bill for the full amount of time, whether they show up or not. So it's kind of cool when it's like, oh, I don't really mind it. They don't show up. I mute myself, so if they do show up, they don't hear what's going on, because then I watch my videos on YouTube and stuff like that in another tab until I hear the notification that they've shown up, and they didn't show up today. So, so I worked on other stuff, and then after my nap, I had gotten a text back from my techie bestie, Charlotte, and I had asked her for some help with setting up some stuff, and she asked me for the login stuff, and I sent it to her, and then we were kind of texting back and forth, and she asked if I wanted to get on a video call. So we got on a video call, and she showed me some of the ins and outs of setting stuff up and set some things up for me. So getting my new website up and running. And last Thursday when I did my full moon circle for the Leo full moon, I announced my new membership, the Moon Magic and Manifestation monthly membership. Or Moon M&M monthly membership. Magic Manifestation M&M. So she helped me get some stuff set up with that. So if that's something that's going to be really fun, I have been working with the moon. I mean, I've been working with the moon since I was a kid. When I was in high school, I actually remember waking up in the middle of the night one night and there was a full moon and I just started writing, and I didn't know at the time what it was, but I was totally channeling this poem, and I can't find it. I gotta have it somewhere. I really hope I find it. But anyway, what it was I felt the full moon call me out to the garden. I walked down the garden path and out into the forest where I was where I was crowned Queen of the Fairies. So that was just, just a fun poem that I've channeled. And, as I've gotten older, like I call it communing with the moon. And so it doesn't matter what phase the moon is in. I'll go outside and I'll find the moon and I'll face the moon, and I put my shoulders and my head back and just really open up that heart chakra and just feel the downloads pulsing from the moon to my heart and just charging. It's like recharging my battery, which is a perfect explanation for it, because frequently when I have these big bursts of energy where I'm not sleeping very much, it's very frequent that it's either close to the full moon or close to the new moon. So it's like every other week I have my energy burst, and some of them are bigger than others. And this one has been a lot bigger than others. And part of that is that the Pluto and the sun both moved into Aquarius, which is my moon sign. And my moon is at 2 degrees of Aquarius, which means it's the very beginning. And that's where they like really, really activated. So that activated. And then the full moon came in on top of that, and it just went, woo! And so there's been a lot of messages coming through from my mom, and a lot of creative ideas and inspiration and guidance from spirit on things to create and things to move forward with my business, my creative soul aligned, soul's mission on earth kind of business. So, and I am very blessed to be working with Meg Zeke, who is a business healer / coach, and I'm in a program called Calling in Clarity, which is phenomenal. And we really focus on learning more about our human design and deconditioning, and then aligning our business to our human design. And so just kind of had an explosion of like everything coming into to play at the same time, and all ready for just like a quantum leap forward in that. And funny how it happened to align with the self-hypnosis that we did with Alexis Olson. And I know I'm name dropping like crazy in this one. And if any of these are things that, you're like, ooh, I want to learn more about that, let me know, because I can either connect you to them or like the self-hypnosis. So Alexis walked us through and showed us kind of how to do it and gave us a framework. And then we each went and created our own self-hypnosis. Like we all went on mute and created our own self-hypnosis, recorded it. And so I committed to listen to mine every day for 30 days. And my 2 focuses were growing my business and making money from my business, and getting healthy and losing weight. And so here I am on my YouTube channel where I'm sharing all of that live daily with all of you. So it's been really, really exciting and really fun. And I'm so grateful for everyone who's showing up and supporting me, whether you're, watching silently. And I do see some of you, like I'll see that so-and-so is watching, and I'm like, oh, I haven't talked to that person forever. That's cool. And, some people I know have commented before, and I know kind of their personality and know them well enough to know that they're not going to care if I shout them out. Some people, haven't talked to in over 20 years. So I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to shout that person out. I'll maybe send them a private message and be like, hey, saw you were watching. Thanks for watching, whatever. And then I've had other people reaching out to me in the DMs like, hey, saw your video. You inspired me to get out and do some working out and get out and do some exercise or things like that, which I love hearing stuff like that. And so that was, I think, a huge part of the reason that Spirit told me it was time to take my weight loss journey and health journey public, because my main focus is not weight loss. Yes, I have a lot of weight that it will be good to lose because there are things that this weight is permitting me to do. However, it's not about losing weight. It's more about getting healthy and into a body that is healthier and able to do the things that I want to do. So, it's pretty hard to get on a plane and fly at my size. Don't really fit in the seats, for one thing. Trucking through an airport from one gate to another, I'd have to have extra long layovers because I can't walk that far at a time right now without getting super out of breath and having an asthma attack, or, just my back being like, no, we're not doing this. Sit down, or preferably lay down. So, just things like that my body needs to get healthier. And so my focus is on being healthier, making healthier choices, moving my body daily, even when it's just simple bouncing on the exercise ball and talking to you, and it really does get my heart rate up. Like, I'm feeling a little bit of stuff in my lungs right now, and I kind of have some allergies. I've been doing some cleaning, and so that kind of stirs up the dust when you do kind of bigger cleaning stuff. And also sleeping in my recliner for a while. I wear a CPAP when I sleep at night, and that like filters the air. So when I sleep in my recliner, I don't have that on. And so that can cause some allergy stuff going on. So I've got some little bit of stuff in my lungs saying I'm, just adjusting to doing the workouts and doing that little bit of sleep without my CPAP. It was only for like an hour or two. It wasn't like it was all night. I try really hard to use my CPAP every night because it makes a huge difference for me, like night and day. When you sleep with a CPAP, when you need a CPAP and you sleep without it, you notice like, I didn't sleep. I may have thought I was sleeping, but I didn't get the rest. My body did not get to recharge the way it needed to. It took almost 40 years before I finally got diagnosed with it. She looked at my airway and she goes, yeah, your airway's so small. It doesn't matter how skinny you were or are, you're always going to have sleep apnea and need a CPAP. So I don't know how accurate that is, but that was what she told me. So just the CPAP helps keep your airway open so that you keep breathing, because with sleep apnea, basically your throat kind of collapses when you are relaxed and sleeping. And so you stop, like the air can't get through to your lungs. And so your brain wakes up, but it doesn't come fully awake. It just like almost wakes up. It wakes up enough for you to start breathing again. And I mean, I was doing that hundreds of times a night. And so of course you're not getting the rest that you need if you are continually being pulled out of that and your brain's not allowing you to go to deep into sleep because, it doesn't want you to die. And then on top of that, then your brain knows that when you go to sleep, that's what happens. And so insomnia gets really bad and your brain's like, no, we're not going to go to sleep at all, because once we do, then the breathing stops. So just getting on a CPAP and using that regularly has helped a lot. And actually, I mean, having sleep apnea and not getting that oxygen to your brain and not getting that deep rest is linked to so many diseases and so many of the health issues that I face, like the chronic inflammation and the fibromyalgia and diabetes and polycystic ovarian syndrome and on and on and on and on. And so, there's that link, higher cortisol because your body is stressed because it's not getting sleep, it's not getting sleep and it's not getting oxygen when it does get sleep. And anyway, all that fun stuff. So, yes, if your doctor wants to have you do the test for sleep apnea and you're having trouble with sleep and you're having trouble not feeling rested when you do sleep, I highly recommend. I wish I had gotten that sleep study years before. If only they had known to test me for it as a child, because it probably could have prevented a lot of the health stuff that I'm dealing with. But it is what it is. I am where I am, and there are a lot of things that have gone into getting me to where I am. And I believe that the Spirit wants me to take my journey public so that I can share with people, what I do. I know how to lose weight. That's not the issue. I know what I should be eating. There's that part that like has overridden the conscious mind and said, like I'm going to eat. Oh, thank you so much, Aiden. Oh, I'm so glad I'm motivating you. Thank you for watching. And thank you for saying that. Yeah, it feels good to be moving my body, and I'll get on and work out, and then I get off and I still have that like blood pumping, and I'm like, oh, I feel good. I can tackle the world. I can do stuff. So yeah, it feels good to be moving my body and making healthier choices. And so I've got my veggie bean soup going on the stove. It's gonna be yummy. It smells delicious. And I actually probably better get going because I got to get more water in there. My water filter hadn't filtered enough to offset what those beans are going to absorb as they rehydrate. So I am going to say goodbye for now and go get some more water in that soup on the stove and go start on a craft project. So if you're not already subscribed, head on over to my YouTube channel and subscribe so you can check out those craft videos and see what I have been creating. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you do something today that sets your soul on fire and brings you joy, and that you follow your bliss. Have a great day. I'll see you next time.